What does it mean to see clearly when all around is fog? To peer through uncertainty and discern the path forward, even as the world seems engulfed in chaos? This isn't just a question for generals on the battlefield, it's a question we all face in the battlefield of life. Every person, at one time or another, finds themselves bewildered in this fog. But what if I told you that the ancients, those who have withstood the tests of time, have left us a map to navigate this obscurity? Imagine Marcus, a young man on the cusp of change. His life as he knows it is about to be upended. His dependable job, his stable routine, it's all become a mirage, slowly fading away in the haze of corporate restructuring. The news hits like thunder, a meeting at the break of dawn, where pink slips are to be handed out like somber invitations to a new beginning forced upon him. Marcus wakes up every day with a knot in his stomach, a precursor to the impending upheaval. He glances at his mother's old clock on the nightstand, its steady tick marking the passage of each second, a constant in his quaking world. In these moments, he remembers the teachings of Seneca, begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. But how does one begin anew when everything feels cloaked in mist? In the days leading up to the meeting, Marcus walks the city streets, seeking solace in their familiar chaos. The cold breeze carries with it the scent of rain and possibility, both equally unsettling. It's during one of these walks that he stumbles upon an old bookstore, its window display a tattered mess of forgotten wisdom. He steps inside, drawn by an inexplicable pull, a beacon calling out through the fog. The air within is musty, thick with the weight of countless tales. An elderly man behind the counter nods silently, acknowledging Marcus's presence without words. It is here, among the worn volumes, that he discovers the works of Epictetus. The ancient philosopher whispers from the pages, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Powerful words, yet their simplicity belies a lifetime of practice. In the confines of his apartment, Marcus pores over these teachings, delving deep into the Stoic doctrine. One night, as rain patters softly against his window, he reads about the concept of the dichotomy of control. This ancient tenet becomes a lighthouse in the fog, a distinction between what is within his grasp and what is not. Job security, corporate decisions, these are not his to command. But his reactions, his choices in the face of uncertainty, these are his realm. With this newfound clarity, Marcus begins to shift his perspective. The looming meeting, once a specter to be feared, transforms into a challenge to be met with resolve. He formulates a plan, a map drawn from the wisdom of Stoics. He'll focus on the present, on cultivating virtues that no layoff could strip away. If you are distressed by anything external, writes Marcus Aurelius, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. The day arrives. Sunlight breaks through the early morning fog as Marcus dresses with calm deliberation. Gone is the anxiety of days prior, replaced by a quiet fortitude. He steps into the corporate building, its sterile halls echoing the murmurs of uncertainty. Seated alongside colleagues, Marcus watches as names are called, his name a leaf in a swirling eddy of change. As he is summoned, Marcus braces himself, his heart a steady drum. The words come, confirming what he has long anticipated. Yet, he walks out of the meeting room undaunted, a relief washing over him. The world did not end. Life persisted, ripe with potential he had yet to explore. In the weeks that follow, Marcus grapples with the reality of unemployment. It's challenging, as the safety net of his erstwhile job dissipates. His savings, a reservoir accumulated over years, becomes the measure of time left before the next step must be taken. But rather than succumbing to despair, Marcus leans into the uncertainty, guided by his Stoic insights. He explores new avenues, writing, a long-abandoned passion, and volunteering, where he reconnects with community. These pursuits, once mere diversions, now become expressions of his authentic self, endeavors that no boss or economy could take away. Marcus learns to embrace the unpredictability of life as a feature, not a flaw. Amor fati, championed Nietzsche after centuries, love of one's fate, becomes his mantra. As the fog of war passes, Marcus is transformed. What began as loss reveals itself as liberation. He has honed his focus on what truly matters, aligning his actions with his core values. The words of ancient philosophers echo through his journey, not as relics of the past, but as enduring truths that guide the way forward. He reflects on Marcus Aurelius's wisdom: the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Like the sky after a storm, Marcus's thoughts blaze with clarity, hues of courage, acceptance, and love for what life presents him. It is the vivid dawn after the fog, a new day that he steps into with confident assurance. To see beyond the fog is not just to weather the storm, but to embrace it, to find in every droplet a chance to grow. As Marcus shows us, the fog will always lift. Clarity and purpose lie just beyond our doubts. The path is there for those brave enough to seek it, to walk with virtue and strength, guided by the timeless light of Stoic wisdom. And so, as we journey through our own misty landscapes, let us remember that control lies not in what happens, but in our response to it. Life's uncertainty is not a hindrance, but a canvas. We need only choose the colors.